So the fundamental question about unemployment is that there are insufficient jobs for the people who want to work. So FEO, Future Employment Opportunities, said to itself we had to concentrate on creating jobs. So we put two and two together to solve a community problem of extending the life of the landfill, and secondly to create jobs. FEO was there and the Eaglehawk recycle shop grew out of it. But FEO didn't want to say that this is going to be an enterprise of FEO and we're going to get all the money. So one of the fundamental principles when we start an enterprise, it is more or less standalone, but with the support of FEO. And the money the enterprise makes, they don't keep 50% or 80%, and then the auspice organisation takes 20%. The enterprise retains 100% of its takings, and it's all ploughed back into that enterprise. So the value that our auspice body has is that it has expertise, it has things like financial management in place.
If we can't deal with it, we'll call in someone that is professional enough that needs their help in training or whatever it may be, but we deal with it 100%.
And so we place a lot of emphasis on the workers themselves contributing to the running of the business. After all, they're the ones that are dealing with the customers, dealing with the product, and so they are in the best position to decide how things will be sold. We started with a $20,000 grant, so it started from very meagre beginnings. But from day one, once they started collecting things, the gates were open and people were actually purchasing products, maybe only for $1 or $2 or $10. The first 6 months, the workers were basically volunteers. They were on a training course, wanting to know how to run a business. But they had a vision that they knew this business would be successful.
The team feel very satisfied, I suppose, within themselves. They've got a say and they feel that they're part of the biz. They feel that, gee whiz, it's fair income. So, you know, the job is easier for everybody then. If they've got a say in the biz, the confidence grows.
They're familiar with the budget. They know how much they need to earn this week, this month, this year to make their budgets meet their outcomes. And presently it's turning over about $430,000 in this financial year. Some of that will be profit, but that will be ploughed back into employing another person. They have to put money aside to upkeep their machines that all have to be maintained. And after 13 years, they've had to replace capital items. So they put a certain amount of dollars away each week, so they're able to do that. In that first 6 months, they had to write the business plan themselves. Now there were 10 volunteers, all unemployed. Some of them couldn't read and write. Some of them were pretty angry because they'd been unemployed for quite some time. And I guess a lot of people would say, well, they've got no hope of writing a business plan. But some of the group or most of the group could probably read and write, but there was a scribe, and so they would have discussions. And that's all a business plan is. I guess our business plan eventuated for the recycle shop from their Wednesday morning meeting that they've held for 13 years. So a business plan is the discussion with the supervisor focusing on particular topics like marketing and customer service, pricing, advertising, budgets, those sorts of things, and putting it into context, and someone scribing and putting it down. So the Eaglehawk Recycle Shop, in some ways, it might be stretching a point a little bit, are writing their business plan every Wednesday morning, and then annually they would review their business plan and might change particular things in it. So it becomes a living document.
Any ideas whatsoever, it's a chance for the guys to get there and to bring them out in the open, discuss them, and with the group we're fair dinkum, we deal with it. If it can't be dealt with within the week, we certainly still work on it and achieve every goal or whatever it may be that's brought up. Very important.
I guess council's partnership is really important, because we wouldn't be existing without that partnership. So we work with council officers, so while they're not directly involved in our business, their advice and support is very important. The advisory committee is also another important role of partnership. In other words, you bring in businesses or business people, and so they can give us advice on customer service, on how to manage our budgets, those sorts of things. And so the business grows with partnerships. So we struck up a partnership with Smorgans where they provide the bins, they transport it, but they pay us a price for the metal that we actually collect. Because we've marketed the enterprise that recycling creates jobs, we've established partners with our customers in the sense that they bring in their unwanted goods through our front gate and now don't even go to the landfill, because they understand, and I think very convincingly, we've said to the community, this is proof that by recycling and promoting reusing of goods, it does create jobs. The plans for the future is to turn about a $500,000 business into a multi-million-dollar business, because what I've learned over the last couple of years is that we weren't sort of too concerned about our business getting too big. We just wanted to make a profitable business to employ people. But now the emphasis is on, if we grow our business, the more people that we can employ. And so with council, the City of Greater Bendigo, building a new $1 million facility for us to work from, will give us that opportunity to grow our business very quickly in the immediate future. The landfill was due to close in 2001. It's now been extended out to 2010, and that's not just because of the recycle shop starting up, but I guess the recycle shop created an urgent need for people to become involved with their waste, and as a consequence of that, council started to recycle green waste, concrete, bricks, all sorts of things. So the recycle shop has played a very important part, but only a part, in getting the Bendigo community to better recycle.